Yesterday, I posted a video on PgMP or a program management performance domain. And based on the video, people started asking more questions about PgMP. So I thought, why don't I clarify those questions in the another video? Maybe that will be more effective. The first question is, do I need to have a program manager as a designation in order to do a PgMP certification? The answer is no. You should be doing program management as a part of your job responsibilities. It is not required to have a program manager as a designation. You should be demonstrating your program management related experience in the last 4 years and talking about all the program management performance domains like strategic alignment, benefit realization, stakeholder engagement, governance, and other. So you need to make sure that you are doing all these things in your day-to-day work. That is the only thing. Now, the second question came in. I am working as a release train engineer. Or I'm doing a safe transformation. Should I call myself program manager, or is there anything difference between release train engineer role and the program manager? So yes, there is an overlap, and maybe you call yourself release train engineer, but you might be doing many things which are beyond release train engineer role as defined in Scaled Agile framework. But there is a difference between Scaled Agile release train engineer and PgMP's program manager. And nowadays, the Scaled Agile is also not calling that release train engineer program manager. So there are overlap. So for example, in our PgMP, we learn a team of teams principle that talks about you work with multiple teams and you ensure integration and facilitation. That part is very much aligned with the release train engineer job. So what is not aligned is many a time the release train engineer may not take a role or a lead role in a strategic alignment and benefit realization. That work may be more done by the product management or product manager in case of scaled way of working. But in case of PgMP way of working, you can say the program manager role as per PMI is a mixing of release train engineer and good percentage of product management role, which we learn in the Scaled Agile framework. But if you have been doing those activities, even though your designation is release train engineer, you should be good for application for PgMP exam. The another question is, do I need to study PMBOK again? I have done a PMP certification. So the answer is, if you remember what you learned in the project management, if you are following that, then definitely not. But if you don't remember, then definitely yes. So it's like this. PGMP exam is not on PMBOK. It is not on project management. But project management remains the foundation of program management. So say, let's go one by one. People domain. So PGMP will not focus much on team handling. That is less focused, but it will focus a lot on stakeholder engagement. So you should be very good with all the concepts of stakeholder engagement, like power interest, stakeholder engagement assessment metrics, identifying stakeholders, working with the continuous stakeholder engagement, coming up with a good communication strategy, push-pull interactive, when to use interactive. So that part should be well understood, because stakeholder engagement is also a domain in the program management. It's a foundation of any leadership role like that. Similarly, when you talk about cost, schedule, and other things, it will not much focus on preparing baselines, the PGMP exam, but it will definitely focus on tracking baselines. So the topics like earned value management, cost performance index, estimated completion will be coming in the exam. They may not get covered they are not covered in the program management standard as a book, but they do come in the exam. So you need to understand the monitoring, tracking part of project management well. You may also get a question related to ROI calculations. So you should be familiar with the project integration management related topics, which you might have learned in your PMP exam. So that way, risk, though PGMP program management standard will not teach you what is risk, what is qualitative, what is quantitative, what is risk management plan. They don't go into those details, but you should be knowing all this because it will come in the exam. When to escalate risk, what kind of risk response strategies you have. So all those kind of topics will come in the exam. So I would say more or less the monitoring and tracking and the overview part of project management get tested in your PGMP exam. If you are very much familiar with your previous learning of PMBOK or project management concepts, you can go ahead and give the PGMP exam based on that. You don't have to refresh it. But if it is not, then you better want to refresh your project management concepts using any material which you have. Now, is it okay to just prepare using program management standard if you're preparing for PGMP exam? So I would say there is a 50-60% probability you will pass the exam just by reading the program management standard. That's a possibility. What is difficult is that sometimes, especially in a program like life cycle management domain, you may get some tricky questions which may not be very obviously answered when you just limit your understanding to program management standard alone. So it is always a good idea to take some of the additional mentoring or reference material. Taking a good mock test can give you where you stand and can help you in improving your weak areas. So that is something is my advice. Overall, the PgMP application is the main thing, I would say, starting thing. Once you are done with the application, you will have a fair understanding of what will be the next step for your exam. So my recommendation is use some of the additional resources which are more aligned to PgMP exam with the help of mock test or exam content outline. If you can study the exam content outline well, the PgMP exam content outline, and whatever is not covered in your program management standard but covered in an exam content outline, you better refer that. So overall, this will help you to get your PgMP certification done with ease. If you need further assistance, we do have a flexible self-paced program as well. If you don't have that much time to attend a live classes, where we give you some foundational learning material, we give you the mock test, and also assist you in reviewing and helping you to think right for your PgMP application, and that can ensure that you get certified in the shortest possible time. Any follow-up question, drop us a comment. We will be happy to answer your queries.